welcome to the program. What's up?
Hey, Mr. Opelka. I think I heard you say that Michael, the CNN analyst, Fanone, is that his name?
Yes, Michael Fanone.
Well, Fanone, that's right, was deranged because he disagreed with who won the election. I think it probably has more to do with this hateful right-wing mob that attacked him, tased him a whole bunch of times, and gave him a couple of heart attacks because they didn't like cops that day.
So you're saying that likening the indictment of Donald Trump to the killing of Osama bin Laden is fine and normal thinking?
No, I think I just said that he's angry because a right-wing mob of incels, hateful incels, attacked him, induced a couple of heart attacks after tasing him a couple of times. And did they give him a concussion and all the rest? I think that's why he's angry. He's not angry because he disagrees with who won the election.
I didn't say he was angry. I said he believes the and you're obviously disconnected from reality here and not hearing my statement, Michael. He believes, based on his statement, that the indictment of Donald Trump is on par with the killing of Osama bin Laden.
He said he was as proud of his country, was preserved the democracy on that day, and now they're taking additional steps.
That's not what he said. Michael, you're adding your own words to the interpretation of the man's words. You're not allowed to do that. If this were a court of law, you would not be allowed to say what you're saying. Now, what happened to the man? No, I'm not. I read his. All right, put him on hold. He's not allowing a conversation. You're not allowed to change the words. You're allowed to interpret them afterwards, which is what I'm doing. But this guy likened it. Absolutely said it made him as proud. He was proud. As proud as he was, proud of the indictment of Donald John Trump as he was of the killing of Osama bin Laden. Now, you also made some pretty scurrilous claims calling the people on January 6th a gang of incels, which that's involuntarily celibate people. Do you know this because you were close to all those people to know that they were not having sex, that they were celibate? The smears are just not conducive to a fair and open discussion. But you do you, Michael. That's fine. You can do you. Thank you for visiting us today. And I'm glad you're listening, actually. I'm glad you're listening because you're getting at least better, more rounded coverage of what's going on in the world than you are anywhere else. I don't condone any violence against any of the law enforcement who were there at the Capitol. But to roundly generalize those people and who they are that's not fair. That's not nice.
Hey, good morning, Michael. How are you?
I'm good, sir.
Yes, the District of Columbia is a problem when it comes to meting out fair trials and justice. If you're a citizen of Florida, you should either be able to get a change of venue to your home state for this kind of case, or you should be able to import your jury of fellow citizens from your state. One of those two things should be your option when you're being charged in the District of Columbia. The citizens of the District of Columbia, residents there, are not our peers because they're not citizens of states generally.
Well, the question is being asked, and Mr. Trump has put forward a proposal. I'm sure it'll probably get brought up in the courtroom today that they move the trial to West Virginia, which he calls kind of a neutral territory. Although Mr. Trump won West Virginia handily, he won it by a huge margin. So the judge is not going to go for that, especially the judge being an Obama-appointed judge. And someone who appears to have some pretty strong opinions that she's bringing to the bench with her. But I think it would be fair. Alan Dershowitz talked about it yesterday, as a matter of fact. So I would love to see this case moved out of this D.C. court into some other court where there is a reasonable expectation of neutrality among the jurors. 90% of the people are not Trump voters and probably have some Trump derangement syndrome deeply embedded into their psyche.